Hello everyone, my name is Nicktism and welcome to the first ever Nicktism Reviews. What basically this is going to be is, every time I'm done with a game, or at least their story mode, is I'm going to go over it and review it and what I think about it. So, as you know, I've recently finished OneShot, and I absolutely love that game. Like, the music, the sound, everything about it is just amazing to me. Story, the emotional impact, it's such a strong game. So overall, I'm gonna go over some of the main parts of it and rate all of those on a scale of 1 to 5. Then I'm gonna give my overall rating of 1 to 5. So first off, music. The music was amazing. I really loved it. Like the places where they chose not to use music. Also, everything about it just conveyed a great. It showed you what mood it was without making without outright telling you what you should feel, and like that's a lot of what sound direction can do in games. So I have to give the music a good 5 out of 5. I really feel like they did a lot with the music and all of that, and it was really good. Next up, I'm gonna have to go into the gameplay aspects, which honestly, there's not a lot going on in OneShot, and that can make it a kind of slow game to go through, kind of a grind almost. But at the same time, it is actually really cool in the way it plays. Because like you have the integration of your computer into the actual game. Like the game communicates you through your computer, through your files and all that, and it's really cool. It is an awesome experience. And um then there's like just all the characters that all feel unique and interesting. Then there's the nice tender moments where Nico is interacting with them, and like when he's playing chess with the head engineer on Barons, or when he's helping to get Alula back in the Glen. That those were really nice, and the puzzles were like really fun to get through, and the integration of turning your wallpaper into this puzzle solution was really cool. Um, ultimately that was like the main selling point for me is again it like having to go through the walk cycle and walking everywhere is really annoying, but they do have a fast travel which can be incredibly helpful, which is really nice as well. But again, there's no like running. You can't move faster. You just have to walk through everything, which is almost kind of a slog at times, especially when you're going through an indoors. You have to get outside to fast travel. So overall, I have to give overall gameplay 4 out of 5. Now for emotional impact, those are my 3 main criteria for for video games, if it's good or not. Is the emotional impact, and the emotional impact in that game is so incredibly strong. Like the relationship you end up feeling with Nico, because like you spend a lot of time with him. You find out about his dreams, you find out about his mom and his parents and all that, and what his life was like before he got sucked into the dying world, and it is just kind of heartbreaking at the end, the decision you have to make. And I said this in the playthrough. I feel like I did the right thing, but I feel terrible for doing it because I trapped Nico there forever. I don't even know if he's going to be able to get out of the tower. Like I don't know if they're going to imply if he gets out of the tower or not, or what. But overall, like it had a lot of really touching moments with like the NPCs playing chess, like I mentioned before. Reuniting Alula and her brother, and Maze was really sad. Like seeing her die, then being able to regrow her was really cool. Um, or like the bit with the pancakes where he went to the cafe. Like it's just so profoundly provocative, and it begs a lot of philosophical questions about like self-sacrifice and about doing what needs to be done. And if you can do that, like it's easy to say to someone you don't know that they need to sacrifice themselves, they need to just die, or they need to let themselves be trapped somewhere for the sake of the group or for the world. But it's different when you've developed a relationship with that person. You've developed trust with them. You have a chance, I assume, to lie to Nico and not let him know that he can't get back home. But you also have the strong feeling that you really do want him to be happy. You want to tell him the truth. And honestly, it really is a big question. Would you be willing to sacrifice someone you care about deeply to save to save the world, or to save anyone? To be perfectly honest, like, I don't think anyone's life is worth more than the other. But one person's life versus an entire planet, the one person just doesn't compete, and it hurts. But I would be willing to make that sacrifice. I would say, and even if it was my own life, I would be more than glad to give it. But I mean, I don't. It's a different thing when you have to ask someone else to do it as well. So like the philosophical aspect of it, the emotional aspect of it is just, it can wreck you, and it really is something you have to experience yourself. Like, seeing it through the filter of someone else's YouTube video isn't the same. I can tell you that now, because the first time I experienced OneShot was watching Markiplier's playthrough, and I didn't feel nearly as strong emotions as I did when I played it myself. So I'm gonna have to rate that, the emotional aspect, 5 out of 5, because that was just amazing. It was just phenomenal. Overall, I mean, again, OneShot isn't a perfect game, just without how slow it can be sometimes with the movement, and sometimes certain puzzles weren't always that clear to me. Overall, I have to just give this game a good solid 4 out of 5. I can't give it more than that, but it is an amazing game. It is something I highly recommend each one of you go out and play and experience the ending yourself, and experience whatever ending you want, or both endings if you want, but just get ready to just get punched right in the gut with emotions, because it is one of the most emotionally provoking games I've ever played, even up there with Undertale, and that made me feel some very strong emotions when I played through the pacifist run. Anyways, yeah, so that's been this. Let me know if you want me to do this with more series that I've done. And until next time, I guess I'll see you all in the next video. Bye bye.